So Zenith Bank, a Nigerian bank in Africa, just declared historic profits of over 1 trillion naira in a fiscal year. The founder, Jim Ovia, has also declared dividends of more than 20 billion naira in one financial year. This same founder, Jim Ovia, has gone on the record in the past saying that Nigeria is the easiest place to become a billionaire. It's the easiest place to make money.
This kind of numbers, this kind of return, you don't get it even in God's own country, America. You don't get it in Europe. You don't get it in Russia. You can get them in Nigeria.
Say what you want to say about him. The CEO of Zenith Bank is also the highest paid CEO in Nigeria, only closely followed by the CEO of MTN. So it begs the question, is Nigeria really or actually the best and the easiest place to become a billionaire, to make a lot of money? Because if you're an investor, you want to go to the place where you're going to make the best and the most return. In the same banking sector, Femi Otedola took over the reins of First Bank sometime last year in January. Price per share at some point peaked at over 40 naira per share. He took over FBN Holdings as the chairman in 2024, and also First Bank declared record profits. In case you notice the trend and say, oh, these people are thieves, the bank CEOs and founders are thieves, and for telecoms, MTN, these guys, they just hiked the prices of mobile data. Let's look at another industry, real estate industry. Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo has also gone on the record saying that Europe is the worst place to invest.
Now the kingdom right now, in my opinion, is saturated. It's very difficult to invest. Interest rate is 1%, 1 to 2%. Money day, boku, nothing to buy, nothing to invest in. You can't get the returns. Buy land in Lekki today, in two months' time, it's double the price, double the worth. I just created a system. I wanted to put some apartments in this system. I won't tell you how many apartments. So I just bought 3 just 2 months ago. We went back to add more. They said it has increased by 3 million. Sure. So the one I bought, each one I've made a profit of 3 million. I never even finished paying you. And I don't already make 3 million profit. You can't do that in Europe. I've lived there since 1984. How long is that? 37 years. You can't get it.
So if you pull everything together, you start to ask, what does the data actually say about investing in Nigeria, investing in Africa, over investing in Europe, investing in the US, investing in the UAE? Now, recently held London Real Estate Exchange program, somebody asked a question that got the whole panelists laughing. In the panelists, we had advisors from Nigeria, myself, I'm founder of NHM, Nigerian Housing Markets, also a Nigerian based in Canada. We had somebody from the UAE side, Lamide Elizabeth, and we also had Akin, who's spent decades in the real estate industry in the UK. So this man asked, where is the easiest place to change 150,000 pounds to 1 million pounds? Everyone was laughing, as you can tell. We had a very good laugh. But the truth of the matter is that somebody did say that maybe, if you're lucky, you can get to do it in UK in 10 years and a combination of strategies. But do you know that it's very, very possible that you can do that in real estate in Lagos in half the time, 5 years? Now, that's up for debate, but I said what I said with my full chest. Now let's go back to Jim Ovia. Jim Ovia claimed that he started Zenith Bank with only 20 million naira.
I started Zenith Bank with 20 million naira in 1990. That is about $5 million at a certain rate of 4 naira to the dollar, thereabout.
Back then, very different now.
At the same time, 20 years later, Zenith Bank shareholders funds was $4 billion US. From $4 million to $4 billion US. You can do the math. It will give you some thousands percentage return.
Okay, so what's the secret? For the young people watching who want to know how to make it like you made it, what's the secret?
They should remain focused. They should remain determined.
Can you actually believe that 20 million naira, $4 million? Now, let's be more pragmatic. If you had 20 million naira today, what would be the best thing to do with that money? Are you going to buy a Zenith Bank stock, FBN, or Dangote shares? Or are you going to put it into real estate, get like 300 square meters in a place like Ibeju-Lekki with a good title, the Sea of O title, where you have the coastal road coming, where you have the Green Line Rail passing through that area, where you have over $2 billion in investment in the free zone and watch it grow over the next couple of years? Which are you going to choose? Let me know in the comment section. The truth of the matter is, this is not financial advice. I'm just showing you all the possibilities. And as I always say to Nigerians, specifically in the diaspora, there are a lot of opportunities. Literally, Lagos, Nigeria is the only place where you can literally buy a property today that's $100,000 and it's $200,000 before the end of the year. That shows the truth of the matter. I was speaking to somebody that told me he bought a house in Scotland and it took him 2 years to get £7,000 equity. Yes, inflation is not on our side, but the price of property is always on an upward trend, especially in an urbanizing city like Lagos State. And no matter your growls against the city or how things are run, you just have to admit that there are enormous opportunities. You can turn around 100% in 1 year from your real estate investment or whatever business that you start, because it's an emerging market and we're seeing a growing youthful population. The opportunities are boundless. But this is what I'm going to say. It is a risky market. An emerging market is also a risky market because there are a lot of policy, infrastructural challenges that can affect you. So the same way it can go to 250, it can go to 0. So what I would say is this, and that's what we also talked about in the event. You can look at markets that are a bit more stable, have strong policies that protect you as an investor. And then when you start to free up more cash, look at these emerging markets to involve in. Don't put your children's trust fund money in Lagos hoping, this is what is going to take care of me in my retirement. I mean, you can do that, but the truth of the matter is that if you're in other places, invest there. And when you start getting your returns, maybe your Euro bond, maybe your American investments, your European investments. Matter of fact, I met an amazing couple over the weekend that said they invested in the UK and then they used the proceeds to go invest back in Nigeria. So I'm not saying carry all your money and invest in Nigeria, but as you start to invest in different areas and you start seeing return on your investment, every smart investor will say, okay, let me spread my risk and let me also look at a portion of my income and a portion of my cash flow that I can put into this sort of investment. It may get to 250, it may get to 0, but then I'm willing to play around with it, because if it's not any risk, if there are not any risks involved, it's no longer an investment, it's savings. So what do you think about this? Is Nigeria the easiest place to become a billionaire? And all the billionaires, raise up your hand, let me see you. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, shout out to everybody that came out from our real estate exchange event in the UK. The next place we are going to be going to, I'm revealing it for the very first time, is the US. So if you're in the US, let me know what city you want us to be hitting. I already have one in my mind, but we are taking the gospel and the evangelism of investment in Africa to the whole world. And if it's something you're thinking about as a Nigerian diaspora, let me know and let's start talking. Let's help you. Here at Ownahome, we believe owning a home, owning a property should not make you lose sleep. So we are committed to giving you the very best property recommendations and insider real estate gist. Kindly like, kindly share, kindly subscribe, and I'll see you at the very next video. Bye-bye.